hear anything now. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Davos and welcome to Mystery Night here at the Ice Stadium. Tonight we find out what this edition of Team Canada looks like, and we all get to find out what this U.S. Selects team is all about. NHL draft picks galore on both sides, Kent. This is going to be a fun late Christmas gift to unwrap, and I have no idea what's inside.
You know what, I think fun is probably the appropriate word, and yes, we do not know what to expect. The biggest thing is, yes, this U.S. College Selects team is going to come with some energy and some speed. You know, it was amazing watching their practice yesterday. Just a bunch of kids walking by, out there having fun, average age 21 years old. And yes, this incarnation of Team Canada, a little bit different, a little bit smaller in size. We're looking for a little more speed from Canada this year.
Top line for Canada is out there. Could be that 90s show. Everybody wearing jersey numbers in their 90s. And the kids are off and running here in Davos. Great corner of Canadian fans we'll get a glimpse of throughout the night as the U.S. side dumps the puck into the Canadian end behind James Reimer. Off the glass, not out just yet here for Canada, as Kalen Addison will go back to try to retrieve. TJ Hughes, perhaps the most dangerous of the U.S. selects, nearly had a chance there. Richard bails on that attempt and heads off for a change. And now it's Briard pinching in from the point. Stuck in the corner, leaves the puck there. Briard waiting to get that puck back now from Graham Clark. It's a high pass though, and Briard back to retrieve in his own zone. Joe Hicketts, wearing the captain's C, starts the breakout. Matthew Pekka down the right side for Canada. Tried to find Graham Clark. Instead, it's the pinching Hicketts that sends it back into the corner. There's Clark, can't pull the trigger just yet. Pekka at the half wall. Hicketts from the point, takes a shot. Early save there, made by Josh Kotai. In goal for the U.S. Selects. And he looks good seeing that one through traffic.
Yeah, nice save by Kotai from Augustana University. Wave from Cini in front. Brent Cini couldn't get a stick on it. Rebound was there, but Kotai quick to pounce on it. And there's going to be a little bit of a feeling out process from both teams. And these two teams are in the same boat, only having 2 practices underneath each of them.
Mason Shaw, Manitoba Moose captain, sends it back to the point. Jake Livingstone brings it around, back to Shaw. Cycle is on here for Canada. Derek Grant was parked in front momentarily. Going back to that spot. Foodie can't dig it free from behind the goal line, and it's off the glass to center ice now. Shaw right back in though for Canada. Battling there with Muldowney. And now it's Derek Plant's on Zamplant that got things going for the United States, but they only get as far as center. Reeling around now. More from Canada. Schnarr looking for another opportunity. Jesse Graham across for Hicketts, rimmed around. Fritz can't hold the line. Back down the left side. Jack Musa with it. Leaves for Cole Knuble. Knuble protecting the puck on his backhand, looking to the point. All the way around for Keenan. Larry Keenan can't get the shot through. It's blocked by Tanner Fritz. Physical play starting to pick up a little bit. Jesse Graham ushers it along the far wall. Schnarr with it at center. Dumps it in. He'll peel off on a change now. Canada with the slight edge and an offensive push here, but Finley down the left side, centering play to TJ Hughes. Couldn't get a shot away before he stick checked. Addison just inside his own line. Breaking through. Kajula just misses the far corner. Kajula again takes a shot, saved by Kotai. Richard trying to keep things alive for Canada, but gets to center ice. Aiden Fink is there. Across for TJ Hughes. Back to Fink. Behind him. Line pass into the high slot. Chop to the boards. Nolan Allen across to make a play. Off the boards, not out. Selects going to work now. To the point. Wired shot by Livanovich. Ushered aside by Reimer. Livanovich will get another chance. Holds. Kajula's right in front of him. Dumped off, point shot. Stopped by Reimer. Easily turned away. Charlie Serrato at the left point. Goes across to the right side now. Another shot off a stick and out, off the stick of DiMarsico. And the first offensive possession there for the U.S. Selects.
Well, just over 4 minutes in, and I think you can make the argument a good start for both clubs. The first couple minutes, I think, was definitely Canada's favor. A couple shots. This one down the wing from Kajula, turned aside from Cote, and then the last minute, some terrific pressure from the college selects, keeping their feet moving in the offensive zone. James Reimer had to be solid.
The Penn State boys going to work, 5 of them on this squad. And instant chemistry, shot from the point, blocked at the circle. Plant sends it back down low. Gadowski plays it off the end wall. Very springy boards here at the Ice Stadium. Plant tries another one. Didn't miss by much through the edge of the crease. Gadowski, another one tipped just wide by Walsh. And the U.S. Selects come alive here after a few minutes of a feeling out process. Graham Clark, high flipper. Cini giving chase. Gets past him. Clark keeps it alive momentarily. Cini helping out as well. Pekka, far side. Robillard takes his shot off of Kotai and wide. Cini, a blind pass. Livingstone down the wall, behind the goal. Clark can't fight through Kotai, who held him up. And that gives the Selects the time to make a change themselves and get the puck to neutral ice, but only just. Canada gets back on side. Livingstone slides down the wall, dumps it into the corner, comes all the way back to the point, and now picked off by the college kids. Knuble to Nelson, streaking down the right side. Blind pass into the middle, doesn't work, and huge collision. 3 players down behind James Reimer. Off the glass, no, over the glass. And we haul play with 14-18 left to play in the first period. Still scoreless here in the Ice Stadium in Davos. And now both sides have traded jabs a little bit. No knockout swings just yet, though, Ken.
And the first opportunity on the man advantage is going to go to the college selects. Jonathan Hazan guilty of clearing that puck over the glass. The glass is a little bit shorter over here as opposed to NHL rinks. Hazan's been playing in Switzerland long enough that he wouldn't be able to use that as an excuse, but certainly like what we've seen from the college selects so far. Now we'll see what they look like 5-on-4.
Danny Nelson in to take the draw for the Selects. Can't win the draw. Allen a chance to clear the puck out. Doesn't get it across the line. Hicketts gives it a try. Blocked by TJ Hughes. He seals the blue line. Swung around by Nelson once again into the corner. Nelson feeds Plant at the high crease. Polkamp doesn't see a shooting lane just yet. Livanovic, Polkamp. Hughes. Livanovic sets up Polkamp for the one-timer. Big save by Reimer. Rebound is there, just wide by Plant. Off the mark. Polkamp to Livanovic. On his backhand. There's a full tour of the offensive zone. Hughes slides into the middle. Thinks about a shot. Still thinking. No options for him. Goes cross ice with it. Couldn't feed Nelson. Livanovic to Hughes. Hits a body in front. Drops down into the feet of Polkamp. Walking the line. Hughes gets the return pass. Livanovic spins at the blue line. Change is underway here for the U.S. Selects as they get the second unit up. Polkamp doesn't miss the corner by much, but it jumps up into the netting for a stoppage in play with 41 seconds still left on the Selects power play.
Well, did you ever get a sense of how dynamic this team can be? TJ Hughes leading all NCAA scorers. He's at the University of Michigan, and you could just sense his poise and patience with the puck, circling all the way around, waiting for his look, and then the best look off the stick of Eric Polkamp from University of Denver.
Excuse me. Can I get you all the way?
Serrato in to take the drop.
On white.
And they're against Grant. One to the back wall. Fink gives chase, can't come up with it. DeMarsico overskates the puck. Grant is away. Lone penalty killer to push forward, and Canada is now in retreat mode. And across the line is Fink. Serrato drops to the left point, just sealed by Gadowski. Serrato again in the corner, went back to the left point, but Gadowski had left his position. And now just 10 seconds left on the power play. DeMarsico doesn't get it in deep enough. A chance here for Canada. Home run pass for Kajula. Couldn't knock it down out of midair. But he steals now. Kajula looking for Scarbosa in front. Doesn't connect. Canada back to full strength here with just over 12 minutes remaining here in the first period. Open on the right side and a stop made by Reimer. And we take our first break, still scoreless in the first period. Canada, the U.S. Selects. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, there's some skill out there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good sign. That was a good opening 5 minutes. There was poise too. They didn't look nervous. They look pretty good.
When's the last time Reimer's played a game?
Yeah, it's been a while. Year and a half. Yeah, no, he looked a little unaware, yeah. See ya. Almost 8 minutes old. Almost 8 minutes of evaluating the U.S. Selects, Ken Simpson. What do you think so far?
Well, I like what I see. You know, we knew that they'd bring some pace, but I think what I'm impressed in the first 8 minutes is the poise. They've had the puck on their sticks. They've had it in some high traffic situations, haven't thrown it away. They had some really good looks on that power play. And I think just as more time clicks off the clock, they're going to feel more and more comfortable out here.
Well, Downey can't catch up to it and seal the line at center. Everybody digging for it. Gets through Plant. Down the right side, Richard. Holds up, Scarbosa back to the line. Well wide of the mark for Kalen Addison. Kajula for Scarbosa. Back to Kajula just behind him. Addison for Richard. Blind pass right on goal. Kotai will cover up for a whistle with 11 and a half to go here in the period.
Well, that top line of Canada, Kajula, Scarbosa, and Richard have had the best looks so far, and you can see Canada's trying to find a high winger in the high slot in the middle of the ice, trying to work the outside and then penetrate to the middle in the high slot. That's where they've had a couple looks so far.
Nate Schnarr in to take the draw for Canada. Tried to pull that back for Andy Andreoff. Back at center ice, they regroup though. And a giveaway by Graham. Setting up the shot there by Nelson, and it hit a body in front and made a bailed out Reimer. A giveaway by Jesse Graham. All the way around for Tanner Fritz. Poked off his stick as well. Graham does well to get it up to Fritz once more. And Canada will make a change here after some skittish moments in front of James Reimer. Finley down the left side. Cross ice pass behind its intended target in TJ Hughes, and here goes Canada away. Foodie dispossessed, loose puck in front of the rebound, and Grant couldn't tuck it home. Back and forth they go. Knuble hit hard as he gets the puck across the line. TJ Hughes flips that onto the open wing. Nobody is there. Chance for Canada to break in. Jean-Luc Foodie all alone, 1v4. And he'll peel off on a change after dumping it in deeper. Clark able to force the issue. Pekka takes over. Stolen off his stick at center ice. Hughes battling again for it. Sends it in and heads to the bench. Allen switches corners. Clark away through neutral ice. Onto the left side. Cini to reach behind him to get it. Pekka back for Cini. Intercepted though, to the point, not out. Clark holds, waits again. Addison back down low. Cini with one touch. And the Selects take over. A little stumble there by DeMarsico. It's dumped back in by Canada. 9.5 to go in the opening period. The kids are all right. Going toe-to-toe with Team Canada. DeMarsico steered up over the glass by James Reimer with 9:20 to go. And the danger here for Canada is the longer it's scoreless, the better they're going to look.
Well, that's just it. We get a look at this turnover from Canada. Danny Nilsson gets his shot turned aside, a little bit of a hold your breath moment. And then back the other way, Canada showing their speed. Quinn Finley with a terrific back check there. And that one got past Kotai and hit his side. So of the shots we've seen from Canada, they've been at distance. Kotai has been able to stop them all, but he has bumbled a few. So Canada's got to look to get some more traffic.
Richard in flight, drops for Joe Hicketts, takes his shot. Kotai somehow gets a piece of that. Walsh, flipper to center ice. Chance for Canada to seal, but it's a bouncy puck. Briard just chops that into the Canadian bench. And nearly a nice save there for Connor Hughes, the backup goaltender.
There's a look at Nicholas Briard playing for San Diego Gulls. Made his way through Canadian University, McGill, and now playing in the American Hockey League.
A non-traditional path of the Q to the ECHL to McGill to the American League. And still with San Diego right now for Nicholas Briard. Canada breaking out. Richard tipping that ahead to himself. Richard takes a shot. Kotai makes the save. What a deft play that was by Richard at the line. The Selects head the other way. Hughes chops it in. They'll change. Canada out of the near side corner once more. Livingstone missed his pass. That's through everybody. And they do call that icing despite it getting past about 8 players en route.
And that puck just had eyes, as you mentioned. It got through everyone. There's a look at Kotai, Augustana University, and a huge Canadian contingent on hand. We were told that, well, this one, of course, is sold out. There's such a huge Canadian contingent. There's going to be kids sitting on laps, many of them wearing the Canadian jersey.
Can he be down first, and I will set him down first, on white. Yep.
Face off one, back to Gadowski, just throws it on goal, and bodies were going to the net. That could have been dangerous. But now Reimer falls on top of it to hold play with 8:20 remaining.
Well, James Reimer thought he was going to ease into this tournament after not playing for a while. He's certainly into it after 11 plus minutes, and fully aware of what this selects team is going to be capable of.
Danny Nelson from Notre Dame in to take the draw. Knuble gets a shot away from the top of the circle, and Reimer sees that one just fine. To the blue line and just out. Gadowski backs up into his own zone. Pass to the right side for Musa. Musa to Knuble. Jams it in on goal, and Reimer stands tall once again. Gadowski. Knuble. Nelson from a tough angle. Missed the goal, and Polkamp sees that all the way back to center. Knuble. Into the corner. Reimer out to play the puck. Canada makes a change. Graham rims that around to the far side. Grant there to greet it. Foodie off the end wall. Canada in the midst of that change, though, and Allen hadn't come to the point yet. They'll have to try again. Tipped in by Shaw, who gets it back at the half wall. Bouncing puck, though, couldn't handle it cleanly. And the Selects head the other way. Finley into the middle now from the tough angle on the right side. Whistles wide of the goal. Off the stick of it, Aiden Fink. Peeled free by Finley. Back out to Fink. Hughes through the slot. Takes the shot, he scores! TJ Hughes, no, waved off. And a crease infraction. And this is something the U.S. College Selects are not going to be used to in international play, but TJ Hughes denied the goal. They're going to celebrate anyhow and hope that they change their mind, but Quinn Finley gliding through the blue paint.
Well, you might as well celebrate and act like it was a goal. Aiden Fink, terrific patience here, finds Hughes coming through the slot at the hash marks. Oh, that is not interference whatsoever. Quinn Finley had his feet outside of the blue paint. Nice little touch here from Fink. Addison and Finley were tied up. Maybe at the beginning Reimer got bumped.
Here's a good
watch
look.
right here. Well, I guess he got his head, but now he's out. The question is, was Reimer able to reset? That overhead look, maybe not.
In slow motion, that makes it look like he has time to reset, but in real time,
You're exactly right.
they're going to have a look, though.
He definitely gets his head bumped by Quinn Finley. There was contact between Finley, the U.S. Selects forward, and Addison. Finley was out of the blue paint when the puck actually went into the net.
So here the pass comes down.
Let's listen to the refs.
So for me, White continuously goes right into the crease.
Yeah.
There's a little bit push from the rack.
I think it takes the risk to go there. You take the risk to go to the crease, then a contact on the rim.
Yeah.
Easy
Let's
to
do let's try above the net, or let's do let's see if I have another angle. Maybe the corner cam, huh?
And the other thing is if the goalie has time to reset or not.
That's what I see as well.
So the same evaluation we had as
corner
well.
looks good.
That was a nice play from Fink
Let's
there to
see.
Hughes.
Yeah, here the ending you see. Nah.
I think behind the net is the best one.
Yeah, I think so too. Want to see behind the net again? Maybe we can check the reverse after.
So here is coming.
So here the pass comes down. There is, for me, no push. Now.
And then they have a contact. So it's clearly inside the crease and the shoot is coming.
Please, and one more from upstairs, from us.
Let's see if I see something on the reverse. Nah, reverse, you don't see anything either.
Well, they're circling around their decision here, aren't they?
Yeah. Hey, we're supporting the call on the ice.
So stay the call on the ice,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
goal,
yeah.
minor penalty,
Yes.
Team USA.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Supporting the call on the ice seems to be the decision. And they're going to wave off this goal. They did question whether or not there was.
Now it's going to be 2 minutes for goaltender interference as well. That's going to go to Quinn Finley. Now, we heard the referee saying that Reimer did not have enough time to reset. He had his head bumped, could not reset to engage the shooter, TJ Hughes.
Just a blown challenge. And Wiebusch will serve the 2. But what a swing of momentum. What could have been a 1-0 lead for the U.S. Selects now turns into a penalty kill. This guy Gadowski searches for. And needless to say, the U.S. team a little dismayed. So under 7 minutes to go, and here goes Canada onto the power play. Drake Kajula protects in the corner. Scarbosa and Cini help to get it to the point. Briard. Cini spins. Richard the shot. Kochai comes across to make the save.
Well, very aggressive are the Selects on the penalty kill, overloading the left-hand side there, but Canada does a really good job to win that battle, and then Cini, a good look, cross ice. Kotai, the netminder, does a good job to hang on to that. Canada lurking.
Kotai looking quite comfortable facing these accomplished pros. The 22-year-old from Abbotsford, British Columbia. Reimer going to leave it there for Briard as Canada looks to build. 90 seconds thereabouts still to go here on the man advantage. The draw pass, Cini able to get through traffic, but the little delay put Canada offside. 80 seconds left on the man advantage.
Well, there's no question that the pace has been there for both teams. It's been wonderful. The crowd has acknowledged both sides so far in this first period. They're enjoying what they see, as do we.
And fans from all colors really here taking in this match. There was a lot of anticipation, a lot of curiosity, even though it's 2 North American sides. They jammed it. Played in front, and the back door, nearly an opportunity for Graham Clark. Swinging the other way, go the Selects on the penalty kill. Lavinch. The Latvian loses it. Jean-Luc Foudy down the left side to Grant. Back to Kalen Addison. Cross ice. And now gets it back at the right point. Addison to Grant. It's Foudy there, left circle. The shot and save made by Kotai as Clark pulled the trigger from the left circle.
Well, we've seen a lot of shots up high. Here was the chance in front. It was Pekka who probably could have held on to that puck and come across the crease. Instead, he tried to go back door, didn't connect with Clark. And then the last one-timer with Grant lurking, would have liked to seen a lower shot for a rebound.
First unit back out for Canada with still 20 seconds to go. Richard into his office there in the corner. Cini at the circle, back to Richard. Robillard. Scarbosa drops it back to the defenseman. Richard swinging out high. Cini at the right circle. Canada running out of time here on the power play. Cini takes the shot. Kochai the save, and he holds on.
Well, some good puck movement from Canada. Ultimately ending in this last shot here from Cini. You can see the screen from Scarbosa, not quite in front of Kotai. Kotai sees that the whole way. Gobbles it up with his blocker. 1 second left in the kill, so Canada will have to be aware of Wiebusch behind them.
Face off to the left of Kotai. 1 second left on the power play, so Canada getting ready to get back to 5-on-5 hockey. And Wiebusch comes out of the box and joins the play. The pass to him was off a skate, and Canada goes back on the attack. Clark sees an airborne puck get past him. DeMarsico to Serrato, quick pass across. Reimer the save, loose puck in front, and DeMarsico can't tuck it home. Loose behind the goal, Briard leaves it for Pekka. Couldn't feather that into the corner. Briard tries the near side now. Able to dust Charlie Serrato with a quick spin. Pekka feathers that in front, and getting a stick on it was Andreoff in front. Just wide of the goal. Hazan on the forecheck. Leading point getter last year for Canada and the tournament, tied with 2 others at 6 points last season at the Spengler. 35 years old now, but still valuable experience on the Canadian roster as he tracks back. Hit made there by Livingstone. Livingstone back behind his own goal. Musa all over him though. Livingstone, a former collegiate standout himself. One of the prized NHL free agents a handful of years ago. Nate Schnarr up the right side, chips it ahead to himself. Dropping for Hazan. Hazan for Schnarr. Tries to feather one through to Graham, who was sliding through the slot, and now it's back down the ice. Clark back to retrieve as Canada in a partial change. Addison at the blue line, flipping that ahead, looking for Cini. Bounced over his stick. Hughes off the boards ahead, and just a step ahead of the play. Americans don't like that call, but it's scoreless. Under 3 to play here in Davos. Back inside the ice stadium in Davos, Blake Price, Kent Simpson alongside. Scoreless first period, and Kent, before you know it, this U.S. Selects team might be taking over this hockey game a little bit at 5-on-5.
The last 10 minutes, they've certainly been the stronger side at 5-on-5. And they're a handful for Canada down low in their own zone. Like to see when Canada's got the puck, they have to be a little bit more patient. They can't just ram the puck up the ice. If they don't like what they see, they got to come back and regroup. We see the Europeans team really put an emphasis on puck management, puck control. Canada has to adopt that here.
Hughes versus Scarbosa in the circle, won by the Select side. And rimmed around by Kavanaugh. Livanovich sends that around. Scarbosa peels it free off the side wall. And banked out by Canada. Richard, cross-ice pass, and now flipped in deeper, but not deep enough. Knocked down by McCarthy. Livanovich to Finley, jumps over his stick. Addison up the wing for Richard. He'll regroup inside his own zone. Scarbosa fanned on the pass, and now Livanovich away to the races, takes a shot, rebound is there onto the stick of Scarbosa, who clears through neutral ice. Dangerous giveaway, and it is bouncing a little bit down there. Livanovich drops for Plant. Briard got it as far as the half wall, no further. He'll try behind the goal to Hicketts, the captain. Long bank pass, that worked to find Foodie. It's Shaw now, throws it on goal. Kotai the save, and he holds on. 1:47 left to play in this opening period.
Well, we have seen the puck bounce a little bit, resulting in a couple of turnovers against Canada. Here we see Mason Shaw get the last shot on Kotai. Shaw currently playing for the Manitoba Moose from Lloydminster.
Wait for you.
Matthew Pekka in to take the draw.
Second with your stick, okay? Come.
The Petawawa boy
First stick, white spot.
wins it for Canada. Back to Hicketts, setting up the one-timer there by Clark. The save made, chipped to the blue line, and now out. Briard across for Hicketts, who's perfected that bank pass, hasn't he? Another good one. Clark across the blue line. Tests Kotai again, but he saw it all the way right into the crest with 1:27 left in the period.
Well, a couple good looks from the Cattini Pekka Clark line. Really nice set play off that face-off. Little exchange with the Canadian defender. Look at those skates. Spengler Team Canada edition. Could have used a pair of those back in my day.
Late change here for Canada. I don't think back then they had the technology for that.
Maybe not. It's a long time ago.
Face-off win again for Canada. Briard drops for Foodie. Dancing down the left side. Look at that speed from Foodie. Charges the net. Couldn't get the second chance away with Kotai down and out. Puck just got away on him. Briard nearly blew a tire there. Gets it to Hicketts. Up for Grant. Couldn't find the stick of Foodie. Back the other way. Nelson walks in. Wired a shot wide inside the final minute of the period. Down low. Good battle there. Hicketts wins it over Lavinge. Briard sends it up ice. Shaw to Grant across the line. Tries the shot off a leg and wide. Spinning away. Keenan gets hit for his efforts, but makes the pass, and now the puck playing games with the U.S. selects as Polkamp overskated, tipped in deep by Hughes. Under 30 seconds left to go. Fink to Hughes in front. Couldn't find a target. Polkamp to Hughes, the tip pass. And Reimer holds at the far post. And this is an interesting dynamic because in most cases here, when you start pushing and shoving here, you're 5 to 8 years older than the guy you're pushing.
Yeah, you definitely are. Probably a few pounds heavier as we got to look at Foodie's terrific drive, the low drive from below the goal line. Just isn't able to pull the trigger on the rebound. And then Polkamp with a nice look to Hughes, who just tries the deft touch.
TJ Hughes is a handful.
Is he ever? Leading all NCAA scorers from the University of Michigan. When the puck is on his stick, he commands attention, and certainly that opens up a line mate.
Got to Michigan via the Brooks Bandits of the AJHL. And we know that Michigan program is top-notch, and he's helping to preserve that reputation. Inside 10 seconds remaining. Schnarr giving chase, can't come up with the puck. Finley, as the selects are going to run out of time, skating through the neutral zone. One last touch for Finley, but no shot. And a scoreless opening period. Who'd have thought, as these two North American sides go toe-to-toe.
Well, that was certainly one of the more exciting scoreless first periods. We saw Canada the opening minutes have a few good chances, but then the speed overtook from the U.S. College Selects. They looked very good, and as time wore on, they looked more and more comfortable. Looking forward to see what the next 40 minutes entails. 0-0 after 20.
You didn't think our guy got out of the crease before the shot was released?
The problem is that take the contact on the goalie and it should come immediately. And that's the problem. You have no time to reset.
Well, the goalie said.
We thought he was with the head like this, he'd come back, and for me it's not fair. That's it.
Seconds away from the second period here at the Ice Stadium in Davos, and still looking for the opening goal. And we chatted with a few people up here in the rafters, and people are mildly surprised at what the U.S. selects have had to show for themselves so far. Kent, we'll see what the second period brings, and if Canada has, I say a response, but again, it is scoreless through 20 minutes. Sent in on Josh Kotai. Canadian keeper rims it around, and the selects are away for the first time here in the period, and a big hit along the far boards, and Canada quickly swings the other way. Pekka waits for the return pass. He'll get it now as Allen feeds him behind the goal. Lost it for a moment. Chance to exit here for TJ Hughes, a home run pass swept away defensively, and Graham Clark will slow things down for Canada. Now a quick pass up to Allen, tipped in by Cattini. And those lively end boards surprise you into the slot almost every time. Briere back to pick it up. Up the far side, banks it to Hicketts. Hicketts, a nice stretch pass. Those long passes from Hicketts have been on the money all night long. Richard lost it in his skates. McCarthy down the left side, Livanovic. Tough angle, Reimer angles his stick up, sends it up in the air, back to the point, McCarthy. The side of the goal. Down low. The selects start to possess and cycle a little bit in the offensive zone. Wiebusch, Serrato can't tuck it in. From the point, whistled wide. And a spinning play by Scarbosa only got it as far as the U.S. line to Marsico. Leaving there for Livanovic. Again, just wide off the stick of Serrato. The Penn State boys going to work there a little bit, looking dangerous. Foudy stops, thought about feeding the slot area. Sliding through there was Livingstone. Now it's Shaw out of the corner, loose in front. Foudy denied by the left pad. And then lays the body as Canada tries to pile on a little bit more, but the puck jumps into the Canadian bench. Back and forth they go, trading shots physically and the scoring opportunities.
Well, great chances at both ends. Wiebusch collects this puck through his skates. He had Reimer down and out, but Reimer is able to kick out that left pad. Wiebusch can't get it up, so a great save. And then back the other way, Shaw throws it in front. Rebound was on the doorstep for Foudy, who could not connect. But as you mentioned, back and forth, both teams trading great chances.
Fun night in Davos in this nightcap. Muldowney, as the Canadians are headed to the penalty kill, and the touch is there. So we'll see what this youthful U.S. power play might look like against the Canadian penalty killers.
Well, Canada actually won this face-off, but Fritz went the wrong way, and then he was trying to atone, got his stick between the legs of the College Selects player, but a little bit unfortunate because the puck was won back to him. All he had to do was tip it to his defenseman, but took one step to the left, the puck went right. And this College Selects power play looked good in the first period. We're unable to connect, but a couple really good looks.
Wait for him, Chris.
Penn State line out again with Aiden Fink as well. And Godowski, another Penn Stater. So Nittany Lions getting some work here. Fink, Weebush with a stick on it. Couldn't direct it on goal. Serrato, DeMarsico, Godowski, loose puck in front. Now to the near wall for Fink. Serrato behind the goal. Off the boards, looking to get it to DeMarsico, who didn't want to risk it, and it still might be a breakaway pass for Cini. Tough angle now. Cini holding. Canada not going to risk it, though. Get it back to center ice, and now, well, maybe they will. Cini with another look. They'll try not to get caught. Heading the other way, though. Fink. Far side. Ivanovic. Fink once more. Puck is stolen, intercepted by Matthew Pekka. Drop for Mason Shaw. Shaw, again, comfortable, not looking for the shorthanded opportunity. And they just kill off more time down the ice it goes.
A real nice active stick from the Canadian penalty killers. Taking with the lanes, getting the turnover and killing off a good 25 seconds there.
Polkamp rimming that around. Finds the stick of Plante all the way back to the point. Wanted to get it there, but stolen before it got to Ivanovic. Under 30 seconds to go in the Selects power play. Ivanovic across the line. Thought about dropping for Hughes. Now it's in tight. Reimer with the toe save to Rob Finley. And now a possible 2-on-1 shorthanded for Canada. Grant in front, they score! Sniped home by Nate Schnarr. And Canada is off to a 1-0 lead thanks to the penalty kill.
Terrific finish from Nate Schnarr, currently playing in Cologne with the Cologne Sharks in the DEL. But how about this play from Derek Grant? He's able to win the puck in the neutral zone, waits for that seam to open up, right onto the forehand of Schnarr, on and off in a hurry, up over Kotai. And the aggressive penalty killing from Canada pays off. Real nice look here from Grant, waiting for the seam to open up between stick and skate on Finley. And a terrific finish. All smiles for a 1-0 lead.
And if Nate Schnarr's name doesn't ring any bells, it's a third-round draft pick for the Arizona Coyotes. Then Arizona Coyotes back in 2017. There's some skill there. Now another save by Kotai as Canada goes looking for more. Gajula back to center ice. Canada regroups. Briard gains the line. Richard going towards the goal, instead rimmed around for Scarbosa. Kajula parked in front, didn't get a pass. Stolen back though by Richard. Kajula stick handles his way in. Light shot steered away by Kotai, and then a hit from behind. McCarthy taking out Briard, no call. The Selects break in. Cole Knuble, heavy touch in the corner. Here comes Canada. Scarbosa flipping that onto the right side. Richard turned around as he got below the goal line. Puck gets back to the blue line, past Bork. Livingstone retrieves. Coughed up, Livingstone with a nice stick though. Prevents the opportunity. As DeMarsico was lurking, Serrato drops that. Flipped on goal and Reimer gloves it off the stick of Vincent Borghese. And Reimer holds on, his first whistle after Canada gains the lead.
Well, Canada has to be so careful with that puck management. Got a couple looks here when College Selects had the power play. That one goes off the ankle of Weebush, turned aside from Reimer, but the Selects team is so fast, they'll jump on you as soon as you turn it over. So we get the reverse angle on the goal off the stick of Schnarr. That fabulous finish,
75,
top shelf.
76, 77.
Pekka off the draw. Cattini carries in, dishes left, will get the pass back. Cattini, light shot on goal. It's somewhere. Where is it? Canada pointing to the goal. They say it's in. But there is no goal call on the ice.
No goal. I checked the video before. No. Hey.
They're going to look at it. What a play by Cattini.
Well, Clark was adamant that this is in. The strange thing is, why did the ref blow the whistle if it was sitting right there? It's underneath.
Oh, man. Not our best look. This might be slightly better. Oh, boy.
His goalie, that could be a cross that hit his,
That
hit
is
his left
something.
hand. Wow.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you see the pictures?
Puck crossed the goal line.
Yeah.
My decision on the ice, it wasn't.
Okay, check out here.
Yeah.
Now,
And after that, I blew the whistle because I didn't see the puck. Okay.
look at here.
Yeah.
Look here. Look here.
Yeah.
Look here.
Yeah.
See this one?
Not see.
Okay, you see this one? Okay, puck is coming. Touching the second line.
Yeah. We didn't see if it's behind.
So if he touched the second line, that's a good goal.
I think so too.
Another.
Let's check what we see here at the corner.
I think I have enough evidence.
Here
to
you
check
blow.
that.
You blow way after. Did you see that?
Yeah, you blow way after. Huh?
Look, here you blow the whistle.
Okay. So
Here you blow the whistle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by that time,
puck already touched the line behind.
Well, trending in the right direction for Canada.
Something to note here that they have on the ice in Davos is the double line
Now it's okay, right?
in the
So
net.
we have a goal,
It's
huh?
the width of the puck.
Okay, sorry?
So if it touches
have a
the
goal.
second line,
have a goal.
you can hear the
Yeah,
referees saying, we have a goal. That's gone far enough in. And that second line is the one that they saw it touch. And we have a good goal. We'll get the official call here.
And the point to center ice, it's 2-0 Canada. A give and go, Cattini able to guide it towards goal. Didn't have a ton of velocity, but it tripped up Josh Kotai. And the Canadian Vets are up 2-0. And the U.S. Selects might be a little shell-shocked. They've played so well, and yet they find themselves down a couple of goals. Canada backed up into its own end. The Selects are offside, so they have to wait. And remember, the Selects are also close to opening the scoring. And TJ Hughes had one waved off. Corner to corner, Pekka has a jump over his stick. Swings into the middle. Lane opens up. Pekka holds, doesn't shoot. Back in deep. Clark cycling down low in front. Chip, empty net is there, but they can't tuck it home as Graham got only a weak backhand away. Knuble away the other direction for the Selects. Stops at the hash marks. Down into the corner. Rims it around Danny Nelson. Back to the point. Sent in deep once more. And the Selects give chase. Livanovich. Richard draped all over him. Kicked free. Graham onto it. Backhands it up the wall. And calming things down is Kajula. Long stretch pass. Richard got a partial break. Tough angle. Kotai able to take that in the chest. Stretch pass to Fink was a little off the mark. Allen drops. Briard able to shake free of his check. Doesn't see a breakout pass that he likes. Now takes it beside the goal. Briard flips it to the line. Kajula tucks it in. Kotai out to play the puck. 12:45 to play in this opening period. Nearly stolen by Grant. Foodie dropping as Canada completes the change into the crease area. And Grant can't get a stick on it, nor Mason Shaw. Foodie back to pick it up for Canada. Hard rim around for Grant. Pushes that forward. Nicely done by Shaw to keep possession alive for Canada. Taken down by Muldowney. Shaw can't peel it free. Kicked ahead by Plante. Lost it for a moment. Fresh off the bench is Hazant. Trying to push the turnover there on Plante, but he gets the pass away. Muldowney going towards the goal. Back door! Reimer makes the stop, or did he? Walsh was on the doorstep, and it's underneath Reimer. It's still 2-0 Canada. What an opportunity, but they're denied once again right at the line.
Well, this could be the save of the tournament so far. The puck springs wide. Abram Weave, and then terrific patience as he fires it back door to Walsh, and Reimer's able to collect it under his right pad as he's going right to left. The puck kind of comes against the grain, and Reimer, dragging that pad, is somehow able to keep that out. That is incredible effort from James Reimer.
We had a great look at it, didn't we? On that right pad, the replay showing the puck the whole time in the blue paint. But a close call, and now some repairs to the mooring as the puck comes off the net comes off, and seems to be some damage there.
You know, we just got another look in slow motion here on this replay. The puck was actually going to go wide from Walsh, but Reimer did an incredible job keeping that puck and his momentum from out of the net. So he was sliding across, puck was going wide, catches it under his right pad, and then has to immediately use every core muscle in his body to stay out of his own net. And he does that just fine.
Shots on goal, 24-16 in favor of Canada. It's 9-7 in the period. And we're ready to go here with the face-off to the left of Reimer. 11:58 left in the second period of what has been a very entertaining contest here in Davos. Plante in to take the draw for the selects. But Canada's been very good in the circle here. And they break out instead. Briard put his man ahead, offside on Canada. Back in a moment with Canada up by a pair. .46 left in the second period. Blake Price, Kent Simpson here from Davos, where the Canadians have pushed past the U.S. selects here with 2 second period goals, but it is back and forth, all entertainment here at the Ice Stadium. Back to pick it up, Briard, as we restart play here. Approaching the midway mark. Icing waved off to the dismay of Kotai, but the select's able to get out of the zone nevertheless. Gadowski Down the left side, wired wide. Active boards at play there once again. Kept alive in the offensive zone, just wide. And Sgarbossa can't tuck it home off the end wall after the shot from Richard. Borghese the other way. Muldowney giving chase. Hicketts calmly plays it to Briard. Canada with a fabulous exit. Sgarbossa across the blue line. Clark on his backhand. Can't get the pass through the slot. Zamplon steals. Out of the right side, Borghese. DeMarsico. Can't dump it back to the point. And Canada gets to the circle, but no further. Livanovic tries his shot, glove down by Reimer with 10:39 to play in the period.
Blake, Canada 2 goals here in the second period, and we've certainly noticed an emphasis on maintaining puck possession as we get a look on this one-time shot that just goes wide on the short side. Really good turnover created at the blue line from Canada there, but in the first period, Canada was really trying to push the puck north, north, north. Here we're seeing a little bit more east-west action, making the U.S. Select skate a little bit more. Canada holding on to the puck, and then especially in the offensive zone, using the net for the cycle, trying to create some separation, and that's led to some great opportunities.
Puck sent down low. Livingstone trying to play it down the right side, and now it jumps over the bench and out of play.
The other thing we've seen Canada do very well is extend the play. They send the winger way out into the neutral zone. That D, you've mentioned Hicketts has found several Canadians way out wide. Well, what that does is that pushes the Selects D way back. That opens up the middle of the ice. So as the Canadians make that 100-foot pass, they can kick it back to their centers coming through with speed.
Face off to the right of Reimer. Back to the end wall, Livingstone. Starts the play, high flipper through neutral ice. DeMarsico sends it right back in. Polkamp at center. Long cross ice pass finds Finley. Rimmed it around. Just picked off by Lavinch. Stolen off his stick by Bork. Again, crazy bounces causing some trouble, but the Selects can't capitalize. Kotai plays it off the far wall. Long cross ice pass to Aiden Fink. Fink dropping for Polkamp. Tries a shot off an ankle nearly in front. And Canada able to skate it out of harm's way. Foodie spun around at center ice. He and Abram Weeb will collide. Weeb, the native of Mission, BC, tangling there with Foodie. Comes back to the point. No shot yet. Foodie lost it for a moment. Chopped back into the corner for Canada. Foodie at the circle. Feeds it far post. They score! Mason Shaw on the doorstep. Pops that over Kotai, and it's 3-0 Canada.
This line has been a handful here in the second period. Derek Grant, 6'3", big body. He and Foodie go to work down low. And then what patience here from Foodie, and you see Mason Shaw jump out of the blue paint to get open back door. What presence of mind there. And then he doesn't one-time that. He knows he's got all the time in the world. Waits till Kotai goes down. He goes up. 3-0 Canada. And they are full value for this lead. They've looked terrific in this middle frame.
You mentioned to me during the break, you're seeing something different from them in the second period. It's more than just hustle. They've changed strategy a little bit.
They certainly have, and it's puck possession, it's poise. It's not dumping the puck in, it's holding on to it. We saw it right there. Foodie could have taken that shot. He held off a second. That created the seam backdoor to Shaw.
Back below the goal line, out to Sgarbossa. Tried to slingshot Kajula through the neutral zone. Didn't work. And response shift here by the U.S. Selects with a hard forecheck, but Canada eventually gets through. Sgarbossa through the top of the crease. Kajula was on the far side. Picked up and slung back in by Kalen Addison. full change for Canada, looking to make sure there's no breakaway pass. Or Gacy on the far side for Muldowney. Comes up with the steal. Muldowney feeding the top of the point. They score! McCarthy off the bench, able to snipe one past James Reimer. And the Selects answer a little here in the second. It's 3-1.
Terrific up-ice pressure from the College Selects. We talk about their speed. We talk about Canada have to being aware. This is just jumping on a opening and then terrific vision to get it to Gavin McCarthy. Reimer was expecting that to go up high, but look at the read from Muldowney. Takes away the puck, intercepts it, and then right to the pinching defenseman. And a real nice shot about 2 feet high over the pad of Reimer to bring life back to the College Selects.
Only 2 goals all season at Boston University for Gavin McCarthy, but he gets a big one here. Keeps the Selects in the contest. Back down just a couple of goals. Hicketts plays it into the corner for Canada. And he'll skate onto it on the far side now. On the backhand, protects the puck. Down the left side, Levinovich on the turnover. Lost his footing there, and Hicketts with a high flipper. Is that going to go for icing? It will. 7:42 left to play here in the second. Face off all the way back in the Canadian side.
A few more smiles on the College Selects bench. They recently cut the lead to 2.
Face-off win for Canada. Hicketts chops away at it, nearly squeezed out in front. Briard denied on the first attempt to clear the zone. Dangerous pass, but it got through to Hicketts, who shows poise, gets it back to Briard. And then that end boards wreaking havoc once more. Gadowski way wide. Another chance here from the far side. Keenan can't test Reimer very much. TJ Hughes tried to bank it in off of Reimer, but he holds it out. And we'll sort out if there's penalties when we come back. A high hand there from Mason Shaw gets caught by the officials just as Reimer was making the stop. In fact, it might have been even the head of Mason Shaw. So he goes to the box for 2 minutes, and the U.S. Selects go back to a power play.
Well, yeah, exactly. You see Finley skating back there, and I think he sold that. I don't know if Shaw got him in the face at all. I think he jerked backwards, and the refs bought it.
Well, it worked, and they go to work now on the power play. Levinovich, bank pass to Plante. Gets it back as he had sent it to the corner. From a tough angle, Reimer fights off the shot there from TJ Hughes. To the blue line, not out. Polkamp sends it towards goal. Big bounce off the end wall. Plante again. Holding. Levinovich. Far side, one-timer off a leg, off the glass, but not out. And now, errant pass by Plante sends the puck down the ice. Polkamp picks it up in the corner. Levinovich to Polkamp in flight across center. Musa into help to Livanovic. Cross ice. Muldowney. Pass swung and out of midair. Did Musa score? No, it's up over the glass and out of play. But a highly skilled play there to even get his stick on it.
Yeah, nice example of the eye-hand coordination there. Musa kicks out back door, the puck's deflected, and boy, that went way up and over, but he got a lot of wood on that one. That might have been a double in the gap.
Finley, Musa, and Muldowney. The three forwards out there. Borghese and Keenan manning the points with 50 seconds left on this U.S. Selects power play. A little confusion there as Bork ran into his teammate and shoveled down the ice. No harm done. Look at that forecheck by Canada. Flying in as Andreev wastes a bunch of time on the end wall and then slides back into position as Canada set to defend. Borghese gains the line. Rims that all the way around for Finley. But a quick clear by Canada once more, and that will almost do it. Slowly out of their zone for the Selects. Errant pass at the line. And Mason Shaw set to come back on here for Canada. Back to 5-on-5 as Reimer makes the stop, and he'll hold on and allow Canada to reset a little bit coming off of the penalty kill.
And another solid penalty kill at that for Canada. College Selects really not with a whole lot of great chances. You remember the previous penalty kill, Canada scored shorthanded. So in the first period, we saw College Selects get a couple really good looks on the power play, none doing here in the second.
3 shots in the game on the power play. Fruitless otherwise, though. And yet another face-off win for Canada. They've won 20, lost 16 in the contest. On to the right side. Kajula fanned on the pass, trying to give it to Scarbosa. Serrato. DeMarsico on the backhand. Reimer makes the left pad save. And the rebound scooped up by Richard. Advanced up the wall, big hit. Richard had to take to make that play, but he does get it to Kajula, and he's back into the play. Dumping it down low. Kajula giving chase into the corner. End of a shift. Goes for a change. 4:25 left to play here in the second period. Canada 3, U.S. Selects with the lone goal. Gavin McCarthy's got that goal. Gives it away, though, to Clark. Clark teeing up Pekka, winding his way. Couldn't get a shot away. To the point, not out. Briard takes the shot. A glove save by Kotai. Might have been headed wide, but he holds on for the whistle.
We're seeing both teams have success getting pressure up ice, creating those turnovers. This time it's Canada. A little bit of a broken play, but it ultimately ends up on the stick of Briard, and he may be looking for a tip, but nice job from Kotai to track that puck through traffic and hang on.
Gadowski off the draw, boards and down the ice. Will it be an icing call? It is, and we'll come all the way back to the same circle with 3:56 to play.
Yeah, and this is an important stretch really for both teams. So we got to look at Guy Gadowski maybe feeling a little bit better after that last goal, but with just under 4 minutes, you know, if you're Canada, you don't want to open the door any further for the College Selects. You got to shut the door, and obviously the Selects do not want to be going into the third period down 3 if they were to give up another goal. So an important stretch of 4 minutes here.
Allen off the draw, shrugs off the check of Fink. Allen. And now the puck will come out because of the crease violation against Canada. No penalty, international rules though.
That's Mason Shaw. Of course, plays in the American Hockey League where they don't have that rule, but if you're standing unimpeded in the blue paint there, ref's gonna blow that down, face off outside.
The hockey equivalent of 3 in the key, if you will. Off the end wall, Gadowski, pardon me, stripped of the puck by Shaw. Back to the point it goes. Allen on the left side now. Takes the shot. Kotai lost it for a moment, but then covers. 3:32 to go.
Now look at this D-to-D pass with pace onto the stick of Allen. That allows him to create a little separation from his forward check on the college selects team. Kotai grabs that, and he's settled down and made a couple of nice saves since the third Canada goal.
That is 22-year-old Nolan Allen, the youngest here on this Canadian squad. Spinning away from the check, teeing up the shot. And we've got a penalty coming up here against Canada. It's a cross-checking call as Scarbosa tried to establish some room at the top of the crease.
Well, it would seem the referees are watching Canada very closely in front of the college selects net, and this time it's Scarbosa guilty of, as you mentioned, trying to create a little extra space with the cross-check. You know, we've seen Canada work that face-off play to perfection back to the D. The D walk down the wall, and then the forward slip out to the high slot or even to the D position, almost in an exchange there. It's created a lot of space.
Off the draw towards the goal, Wiebusch got his stick up, nearly a hook there as the power play begins, but Canada able to execute the clear. Gadowski starts from behind his own goal. Cini chasing him down. Gain center. Wiebusch on the right side. All the way around. DeMarsico spins away from the check, keeps possession of the puck. Tried to return the pass, gets back to Gadowski. Gadowski. Serrato, and he played catch. Serrato. Gadowski. Fink takes the shot, looking for the redirect. Was Muldowney. Gadowski the shot again. More of a dump into the far corner. And Wiebusch sends it around to the blue line and just out. Sacrificed by Serrato as he knew they needed some more room. Cross the line once more. Serrato calls for it. The tap! And Wiebusch couldn't park it. Serrato to Fink. Gadowski holding. Levinovich now on that left side. Wiebusch through his legs, and Reimer, wise to it, stands his ground and holds on with 2:09 left in the period.
AJ Wiebusch has been a handful in front of the Canadian net. He establishes a real nice pressure presence. Livanovich down there, and then Wiebusch through the legs. Reimer not biting, and then a nice little chop here on the top of the skates. Oh, I guess it was the back of the leg there from Hicketts. Don't you try that on my netminder.
And Hicketts perhaps a little lucky to get away with that one. Still just down one for another 43 seconds in the waning moments of this second period. Stick check at the last second allows Canada some time to send it all the way down. Maybe one last chance to set up here for the Americans. Livanovich on the left side. Dumped in off the end wall. Polkamp waiting for it at the right point. Instead it gets in deep. Plant can't reach it. Livanovich helped out by Plant now. Back to TJ Hughes. Hughes holds. Polkamp right side. Tried to feed the crease area. Never got there. Canada carries in. Grant Bourque through the slot as Canada returns to full strength. Hughes down the right side at the circle, bounding puck through the top of the crease, but kicked away by Canada. It's past Briard. Point shot tipped wide. Tracked down again by Hughes. Polkamp pushed off the puck. Hughes, backhand pass, but unaware was his teammate. And Polkamp sends it back into his own zone. Finley looking for options as Polkamp heads for a change. Finley still with it end to end, but lost control, and Reimer will cover with 41.2 seconds remaining here in the second.
Well, Canada bent a little bit on that penalty kill, but they did not break. A few good looks from the selects. That one from Weebush, which really is maybe more impressive than actually a good scoring chance. He took a nice little chop on the back for the Cavs. And Joe Hickett's the captain of Team Canada.
And to take the draw is Ryan Walsh for the selects. 40 seconds left, 41. We'll try to pull that back and start some possession for the college side. Open puck for anybody. Cini had it pushed off his stick, but Canada able to get it out of the zone. Back for Keenan. Jumps past Lavinch. Walsh into the corner. Challenge there by a couple of Canadians. Working its way up the board and now sent down the ice by Graham. Long stretch pass to the blue line. 6 seconds to go. The dump in, not going to do it. Borghese, the lone U.S. selects player, in deep, and time runs out here at the end of the second period. All the goals coming to the middle frame, and Canada with a 3-1 lead.
And Canada had the first three. They had a 3-0 lead, and they look great. We talked about the puck management, holding onto the puck and just working it down low, creating those opportunities. But a quick strike goal from the U.S. selects made it 3-1. And I tell you what, with this team, anything is possible. 2 goals is probably not a big enough lead. But at this moment, it's 3-1 Canada after 40.
Yeah, I will,
thank you.
if we have the possibility, I don't know if you have the, but I will check if you have stuff.
Penalty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're the fucking better team.
Go right there.
Back. I gotta have that guy in the second goal. Come on, boys. Fucking A. Come on now. Big one. Let's go. Let's go here.
What's that? Oh, I know. Fuck.
Fucking A, huh?
Fucking always, eh?
You mean on the cross check?
Yeah.
So we check the cross check.
Yeah.
He hit with the stick, but I agree. I agree. He make like this, he make the ambulance. I agree.
Even the penalty that we got from there, just a push, ran one hand, fucking died.
The problem with that, we have to be, when it comes with both hands, with the cross check motion, we have to make a decision. And maybe we make the wrong one. I agree. But if we make that decision, we pay attention, no problem on that. Okay, thanks. He just say about the two penalty, the cross check, and the two.
Almost set to go here for the third period, and it should be a great one. It has been back and forth, all sorts of action leading to this 3-1 Canadian lead through two periods of play. I think we've been overall surprised and entertained by this U.S. Selects group.
100%. Very entertaining game. Like what we see, and I think they're only going to get better. And now you got two schools of thought here in the third. Blake, you got the veteran wisdom of the leading Team Canada. Do they use their experience to coast home and take this victory, or now you've got the young legs, the energy, the dynamic goal-scoring capabilities of the U.S. College Selects, and will they be able to overcome this 2-goal deficit? 20 minutes awaits.
Okay, guys, last 20.
Pekka in to take the draw. Loses that to TJ Hughes. Fink chops at it just inside the Canadian line. Pekka chance to clear, can't do it. Left side, wild shot by Finley off the corner. Back to the point, steered away by Reimer. A lot of energy right off the get-go. 16 lively seconds for the U.S. Selects, who mean some business as they try to stage a 3-goal comeback. Remember, they had the last one. One is in the books.
Well, this line of Finley, Hughes, and Fink has been a handful. Finley, his presence has been felt all over the ice. He's one of the fastest skaters out there.
Derek Grant able to win that draw. Allen behind the goal. And now Foudy down the right side. Flipper, not deep enough though. He'll get a second chance. It goes through his legs. With his speed, gets to the puck first, but he's being harassed by Fink. Addison goes to the far wall. And the forecheck is hot and heavy. Puck jumped up and hit Allen there. Looks like he's okay though. Going back to retrieve is Addison. Left side for Captain Joe Hicketts. Plays it up the wall, but not out. Canada having all sorts of troubles getting out of the zone here in the early stages of this third period. Levinovich feeds the blue paint. Reimer steers it away. Chance for Canada to clear, and maybe a 2-on-1 if they can hurry, but angled off the puck there. And Kajula couldn't break through, but it's an offside call as the Selects break the other way. 18:50 left to play in the third period. We should mention, before we came up there to start the third period, the officials and Michel Therrien had a long conversation about the last man advantage for the U.S. Selects, and the officials admit they were duped.
Yeah, exactly. Mason Shaw got 2 for roughing, and he gave a little shot to the midsection of Quinn Finley. Quinn Finley's head went back, and he sold it. And as Finley was skating off, the camera saw him with his tongue out, showing that he sold it. And then Therrien, head coach of Canada, mentioned that to the refs, and they said, yeah, we may have missed that one.
Good communication, though. Briard. Rim set around. Down the goal line, below the goal line. Andreaff can't send it in front. Schnarr trying to win it back for Canada. Unsuccessful. DeMarsico off the boards into the Canadian zone. Briard back to retrieve. Tanner Fritz back to Briard. Full head of steam for Briard. The San Diego Gull takes a shot off a stick up over the glass and out of play.
Well, Nicholas Briard has looked good here today. Very nice skater. Moves the puck, has been under pressure a few times in his own zone, but for the most part, moves that puck very, very well up the ice.
This face-off right in front of the Canadian faithful, big corner section. Almost 200 friends and family joining the Hockey Canada group. Livingstone tried to feed the goal. Parked in front was Kajula, jumped over his stick. Selects away, down the left side. Walsh trying to tie up Livingstone. Chance to get the puck for Walsh, kicked it in front. But puck is still free. Reimer seals the post and now loose again. And Plante couldn't get a shot off as he went to one knee. Dangerous looking play though. Offside is Canada, and they'll blow play down as they were way in deep. Puck comes back into neutral ice.
Close call in front of the Canadian net. Here it's a loose puck. Bouncing around, trying to go back door, and it just bounces off of Zamplante's stick there. I think it came through a few sticks, so we didn't see it till the last second. Kind of exploded before he had a chance to corral it.
Jesse Graham sends that in deep. Jumps past Scarbosa. Pekka looking to find Clark in the corner. Won't come up with it. Back to the point though. Graham looking for Pekka just past his stick. Hicketts is going to pinch. Cattini taken down, penalty coming up. And the veteran jump there of Brazzini forces the penalty, and Canada will go to the power play.
Well, that's what Brazzini is going to bring. Fast player, works hard all over the ice, keeps his feet moving there, jumps into the open spot to get that puck, and then by driving to the net, be able to draw the penalty. And a huge power play early on for Canada here in the third period.
Musa with the tripping call. And Canada, a chance to get that huge next goal. 4-1, 3-2, that's the swing for whoever gets the next one.
We stay. Careful, the second one would be a penalty.
Grant in to take the draw. Second chance at it, but it's down the ice. From the U.S. selects, Reimer steers it aside. Dropped by Foudy. And Addison holds. Canada gaining the line. Clark takes it off the wall. Down low for Foudy. Addison, the top of the slot. Foudy looking at his options. Addison, Foudy to the circle. Clark takes a shot that might have grazed the top of the bar, off the glass and down the ice. Collected once again by Addison. Leaving for the speedy Jean-Luc Foudy. Scarbosa. Ian Grant along that far wall. Stripped to the puck, and it could be a 2-on-1 here for the Americans. They stay on side. Weeb waiting for the puck, but a play by Addison as he goes down. Grant, Scarbosa, the pass through his legs. Now a spinning chance, no shot. Scarbosa holds. Briard, Scarbosa. Across to Foudy. 40 seconds left in the power play. Briard takes a shot, deflected in front. Kotai the save. Foudy back to Briard. Slapper. And a stop made by Kotai, who holds on.
Well, the best opportunities this 2-on-1 right here. Finley tries the no-look pass backdoor, and a terrific play by Addison here. Canada gets the puck down ice. 2 looks from Briard. Really no traffic right in front of Kotai. Both Canadian forwards looking to pick that out of the air for deflection. I'd like to see more of a little bit of a net front presence in the form of a screen.
Down the ice right off the draw. But still time for Canada to get set up here. Just over 20 seconds. Draw pass from Briard. Charging through the neutral zone is Canada. Scarbosa has to try to win it back. Instead, it's flicked down the ice, and that should do it now. As Jack Musa comes back onto the ice, even strength hockey once more. Briard plays it ahead to himself on the backhand side netting only, as Briard goes for a little skate. Schnarr back in his own zone. Opened the scoring tonight and wins it forward again. Nearly able to skate onto it for a break, but beaten to it there by Keenan. Schnarr swipes at it. He and Keenan renew acquaintances. Hughes across center ice with the puck. Stolen back by Canada. Bork fending off the check. Up the wing, and Hazan just sidesteps a body check and then delivers one of his own. The veteran Hazan being used as the 13th forward tonight, but making it worth his while when he's out there. Drop pass for the select side. Reimer, desperation, right pad save, and he holds on with Matt Gadowski right onto the doorstep. Reimer caught leaning a little bit and had to stick out the right toe, but he keeps it 3-1.
Well, he had Jake Livingston right on his front porch. I don't know if there was some friendly fire there, because Reimer kind of went down as that shot was coming through. And that's one thing we've learned from this college selects team, is they can create something in the blink of an eye. Vinny Borghese shot through a crowd. Yeah, you can see Livingston had fallen on his own netminder. Somehow the puck stays out. Good job by Livingston, just staying put, waiting for the whistle.
Wait for him first.
Big face-off won by Canada. They continue to own the draws here tonight in Davos. Cross the line, sent back in. Up in the air, Cattini skating away from it, but kept alive. Cattini had a second chance at it, comes right back out, and Hicketts fires again. Kotai leaves it for his defenseman. Flip ahead. Tough time for Hughes, and it's down the ice. Icing call against Canada, an inadvertent one. But now the U.S. Selects get an offensive zone faceoff.
You know, Canada just hasn't been as sharp here in the third period as we saw in the second. Just missing a few of their passes. We saw in that power play they had. Could have been amazing. Just couldn't quite connect one or two passes in a row. College Select's able to interrupt it, and even here, seemingly easy 15-footer goes down for icing.
Penn State line was sent out to try to win that draw. They can't come up with it. Speaking of all these Penn State players and head coach Guy Godowski, they'll be watching Gavin McKenna, I'm sure, as a group in the wee hours, as he plays for Canada to get the World Junior campaign up and running later tonight. Richard overskates it. DeMarsico. Weak pass back to his defender and nearly coughed it up in the slot. McCarthy. Off the corner boards. And Allen retrieves for Canada. Addison straight up the gut. Quick backhanded pass, but put everybody offside. 12:41 to go here in the third, and Canada holding on to their 3-1 lead. It's not necessary.
Also your skate.
Again, 12:41.
I'll let you know. Your skate was already in. Your skate was already in before you set the puck. Yeah, that's it. Over this one. Yeah. Okay, so
Passed it from the dot.
yeah. Okay, so I mean the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, but he can bring it.
Maybe
He has full control, and he can skate it backwards. He can go in on his head. He can go in any way he wants as long as he's got possession.
Yes, but
So why is it
still,
outside if he brings it in?
maybe we can. We are talking about different situation. Okay, so I thought that one, which was receiving the puck
Yeah,
over
but
there.
as long as he's got possession, it's good.
But you have to. Doesn't matter.
Nearing the midway point of the third period, Canada a 2-goal lead here. Blake Price, Kent Simpson alongside. Day number 1 of the Spengler Cup, in Canada looking to begin with a win, which would earn themselves a day off tomorrow and send the U.S. Selects into a showdown with HC Davos, the hosts, who just happen to be the top team in the Swiss National League. So not an easy way to begin the first ever appearance as it goes bounding through, and what a save by Kotai on the rebound. Another stop, turning away Andy Andreoff. Fritz across the line. Andreoff again. Kotai reaches out and grabs it. Kotai has been a busy man. Canada with his 28th shot of the night.
A little more energy from Canada here, and what a great save from Kotai on the first one. Down in a prone position, kicks out his left pad, and then is able to get up and square himself to Andreoff and turn that one aside with his chest.
Canada's top line of Scarbosa, Kajula, and Richard out to take the draw. Scarbosa wins it to himself along the half wall, but then it's stolen. Breaking in is Musa. Musa scores! Backhand, 5-hole. It's a 1-goal game.
This is pure skill from Jack Musa, and a great read off the one face-off from Canada. Musa sees that it's going to go back to the point, He jumps on it quick, off to the races. You see Sgarbossa win it to himself, which was brilliant. But Musa read the whole play on the pass back, and then just quick hands, little leg kick, and then slides it through the legs of Reimer. And saddle up, because we have a finish in store here.
That'd be time for a rename. The USA Selects. Nothing, no groan. Not going to get that, huh? All right. 3-2 Canada will lick its wounds and try to regroup here, but is there another punch as Musa looks for more? As that one went all the way through the slot. Weeb, strong pass onto the right side, swinging in. And now getting the pass back is Weeb. Knuble waits for his return pass in the corner. Knuble trying to lose Joe Hicketts. Out to the circle, fan shot, Knuble. And Weeb exchange spots. Weeb taken down by Pekka, no arms in the air. Musa to Weeb. Back to Musa. Cross ice pass. Livanage. Off the end wall, Danny Nelson. Nelson again. High slot, off a body, up over the glass, and out of play as the Selects find new life with that latest goal and have another good shift.
Yeah, they go right back to work. It's led by Jack Musa as we get another look. What a terrific read. He knows exactly where this puck is going off the face-off loss. Just gets Reimer's legs open up enough and ever so lightly taps it through the 5-hole and then went right back to work. As you mentioned, Danny Nelson had a shot deflected up and over from a good point right at the tops of the circles.
Hughes, Finley, and Fink charged with getting the tying goal here. 11:02 to play in the third period. Won by Canada. Fritz reaching for it. Can't find it. Back down the right side. Fink to Finley. Couldn't find Hughes. Schnarr into the skates of Fritz. Pushed forward nonetheless as Andreoff able to get a piece of it, but now the other way. Finley. Livingstone. Bodied off the puck. Schnarr ushers it to the blue line, but not out. Livanage tries his shot. Headed wide. Hughes sends it right back to him. Finley. Quick pass to Hughes beyond his reach and chopped down the ice by Andreoff.
Behind you.
Fink. Hit from behind. Referees turned a blind eye to that one. Addison.
Behind you.
Foodie.
Good.
Onto the left side. Grant absorbs the body there of McCarthy. Foodie goes in search of the puck. Cini chopped it into the near side boards. Picked up once again here by Canada. To Foodie. Teeing up the shot. Addison denied. Foodie once more. Back to Addison. Takes the shot and into the glove of Kotai.
Well, back and forth we go here. Canada looking to regain their 2-goal lead. Some good up ice pressure. Kotai taking no chances. That was going to miss the net by about 2.5 feet. Might as well get the whistle, settle things down, get some fresh legs out there. Smart thinking from the Abbotsford, BC native.
A little bit of possession there for Canada as they start to grab the pendulum and get it going in the right direction. Addison down low for Richard. Richard spinning once, spinning twice away from his check. Sgarbossa lost track of it. Allen pinching down the wall. Trying to hold. Sgarbossa goes to join him, but the puck gets past him. And now a chance the other way. Walsh. This cross-ice pass picked up on the back check by Nolan Allen, who's been very visible in the last period and a half or so. The youngster finding his legs, and Addison dispossessed there by Walsh. He'll get a second chance. Scarbosa gives it away. Muldowney, 2 tries at it. 1 fanned, 1 wide. As the Selects come that close to tying it all up. Clark up and down the ice. And the respective teams both hearing their chants. Pass to the blue line. Musa just carries it over, but offside on the play. 8:22 to go. And the narrowest of leads for Canada.
And once again, we see when the College Selects establish that speed in the offensive zone, they are a handful for the Canadian defenders, having a heck of a time getting out of their own zone, turning pucks over, but able to dodge any real bullets on that one.
Face off just outside the Canadian zone. As the shots edge close once more on the strength of this pushback from the U.S. Selects. Canada scoring all their goals in the second, remember, in a 6.5 minute span. But the U.S. College Selects have really bounced back. 2 straight goals and looking for more. McCarthy up the near wall. Musa advances it further, and Nelson sidesteps to check. Knuble giving chase now. Spin out of the corner for Canada, and Schnarr sends it down the ice. Not enough for icing. Nelson Park waiting for a breakaway pass. He won't get it. Tipped in deep. Hicketts getting that one back, and now down to the U.S. blue line. Dangerous pass for Finley as it hops over his stick. Tough angle, Reimer holding that post as Hughes is willing to shoot from anywhere. Finley, stick check by Cini. Clark breaking through, left side to Cini, gets the drop pass. Clark holding, back for Cini, just wide. Missing the far post by inches. What a great little weave by those two to create the Canadian scoring opportunity. And Foudy just off balance, offside at the Selects line. Canada up 3-2 as we head to the late stages of the third. Back inside the ice stadium in Davos. Final push to the finish line for Canada, up a goal versus the upstart U.S. Selects. And the youngsters have been game here. So much skill out there. This possession there for Foudy. Back to the blue line. Quick shot by Addison. Loose puck at the side of the goal. Pushing forward, Shaw with an opportunity. Grant is back there battling for the puck below the line. And the referees are letting them play right now. 6.5 to go. DeMarsico can't receive that pass. Serrato in to touch it back to DeMarsico. Spun off the puck by Foudy, who gets the puck back. Foudy across the blue line. The rest of his team going for a change. He'll tie up the U.S. side long enough. And a loose pass there. Scarbosa will pick it up for Canada. Hicketts He's going in. Hickets on the backhand. Tough angle. Had no chance. Kotai had it covered. Kajula. To Sgarbossa. Looking for Kajula. Setting up Sgarbossa. Takes the shot. Kotai the save at the top of the crease. Didn't get everything on that shot. And Canada creates the turnover once more. Kajula holding up. Richard. It's Pekka now. He takes the shot. It's blocked. Back down low as Kajula and Richard will peel off on a change. Hickett's pinching in. He's caught out of position now. Briard has got to be careful. Well, Downey unable to get in behind him. Pekka breaking out with Cini. Clark gets the drop pass, tries his shot. Rebound was there, but Cini couldn't pounce. Briard behind the goal for Cini, who's making his presence felt in the late stages, rising to the occasion in his second straight year here at the Spengler. Musa out in front. Maul Downey couldn't pull the trigger. The crowd buzzing at the missed chances at both ends. Levanovich behind his goal, out the far side. He's going coast to coast. Levanovich tries his shot, and Reimer juggled it for a moment as Jake Levanovich went for a skate. The 21-year-old from the University of North Dakota denied, though. It's still 3-2.
Both teams trading chances. Jack Musa shows off his speed as he goes wide, and he's got eyes from Downey just off the heel of his stick as he was left untouched on the back door. And at the other end, Canada looking strong as well. One thing I just wanted to point out, USA loves to take chances, and Canada's got to be so careful putting pucks back to the point when they're in the offensive zone, because we're seeing, we saw the goal from Musa, but we're seeing the USA taking chances. Canada does not want to give up any odd man rushes this late.
So fleet of foot, almost every player in the forward lines for this select squad. Fritz trying to take his man at center out of the crowd. Canada's away with it. Schnarr waits for the pass off the stick of Andrioff. Gets it now. Schnarr looks at the point. Livingstone doesn't like the avenue to the goal, so sends it back down low. Andrioff has it get past him, and the Selects are away. Quick turnover. Fritz sees those lively boards do him wrong, but he eventually skates onto it. Ties it up in the corners. He waits for the change. And Sgarbossa, first man over the boards. On the back check now, has to be careful to keep that stick down. Addison starts the play for Canada. Sgarbossa the other way. Kajula just ahead of him. Stayed onside. Bouncing puck. Kajula's still got a chance. It's past him now. A turnover though. Kajula breaks it alone. Drake Kajula stopped by Kotai. Rebound through the crease. Second effort by Kajula. He was headed in the wrong direction. Couldn't get the angle right. Addison. Hard dump in. Back to play it is Kotai. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Missed pass by DeMarsico. Canada with the turnover. And Pekka stick checked at the last second. McCarthy. Levanovich out the right side. And he's once again going coast to coast. On the backhand, tried to feed the edge of the crease. Briard wants to slow things down a little bit. The U.S. Select saying not so much. McCarthy along the ice, doesn't get through. And Graham Clark hits the scoreboard, and that will bring the face-off back into the Canadian zone to the left of James Reimer.
Well, we're going to look at Kajula coming down the right wing. His first shot goes off the glove, and then he tries to put it in front to Sgarbossa, just out of his reach. Now it was a bang-bang play, so this puck came really quick. And Sgarbossa cannot put this one away. It's still a one-goal game and an important face-off in the offensive zone for the College Selects.
First stick, white ball. Back up, both you guys.
2:29 on the clock. Shots now 35-29 in favor of Canada. They've had a little push here of late. Shaw turned around. High dumping off the end glass. Foodie tries to advance it. Gets to the blue line and out. Keenan back down low. Nelson from a tough angle. Reimer's got it covered. Canada the other way. Off the boards. Net is empty. There's 6 skaters on the ice here for the U.S. looking to be aggressive here in their opening game ever at the Spengler Cup. Weird bounce out of the corner. Nicely done by Allen to start the exit. And that one's heading towards the empty net. They've got to hurry, and they do get back in time. 1:40 to go. Gadowski. Bad pass. Polkamp being harassed there by Scarbosa. Quick exit now. Pass to Plante was deflected. The bank down the ice. Look at the speed there of Richard. First, Scarbosa on the backhand, and it's blocked by Finley. Scarbosa, I think, thought that was going to be easy. Lavage drops from Muldowney. Muldowney in beyond the goal line. Back to the point. Gadowski, left point, along the line. Gadowski again, right point, or to the Hughes on the circle, and he steered away. Physical play down low. Off the boards and out, and a chance for an open net here for Canada. Could they ice it? And it's wide. Another chance for Scarbosa. Hughes cutting to the middle, shoots and wires it. Just missed the near post. Livanovich. Hughes. There's Livanovich now in the left circle. Pass going back to Hughes. It just missed the empty net. And it's an icing call against Canada as they bring it all the way back with 15.3 seconds left on the clock. And Guy Gadowski calls a timeout.
Mike Scarbosa is going to be seeing a wide open net in his dreams tonight. Of course, he just missed that tap in from Kajula moments earlier. This one with the empty net goes wide. And this U.S. College Selects team will not go away, and they're just so dangerous in the offensive zone with the extra attacker, 6 players moving it around. TJ Hughes did not miss that shot by much. So you can see head coach Guy Gadowski setting his play with only 15 seconds left in the game.
Face off to the right of Reimer. Canada gets a much-needed rest after the icing call. The U.S. gets the benefit of drawing up a play.
On your side, behind line, stay over.
Serrato
The same. Stay on your side.
in to take the
behind
draw.
the stay over. Yeah, good. You will be second one, you'll be first. You have to be fair, okay? Just guys, keep up.
Toe-to-toe with Scarbosa.
Both of you out, stay. First stick.
Face-off win for the U.S., but a quick clear for Canada. And Livanovich won't get the icing call he was hoping for. It never got there. 5 seconds to go. DeMarsico breaking in. Curls, drags wide. Canada will win its opener here at the Spengler. Hanging on for dear life with these plucky college kids coming right at them. But a 3-2 victory for Canada.
Well, the College Selects pushed Canada to everything they had to hang on for the 1-goal victory. And you know what I love is this crowd here, such passionate hockey fans. You know, they enjoyed themselves and they are saluting both teams, but there was a few times where they had the USA chance. They like what they saw from this young team, but hats off to Canada for hanging in there, standing tall, and getting the opener.
Canada gets the win. The U.S. Selects put themselves on the map with a gritty effort. We might not be able to put the genie back in the bottle here as the U.S. Selects make a case for them to stay here at the Spengler Cup. A win for Canada means a day off. U.S. Selects getting set for HC Davos as we send it back to Mark Rowe.
When you hear the rhythm, start to move.